Okay, 2 more minutes, counting down, 2 more minutes for us to start. Hey, hello, good to hear that. By the way, this presentation will be recorded, so we'll be also share with you all later in case like maybe some interruption that cause you miss out our ongoing process, right? You can still refer back to the recording. Okay, sure. So I think yeah, it's a time now, and then we can start the discussion. Okay, first of all, thank you for all joining our Zoom meeting today. So this is actually the workshop for us to share about the knowledge about the HR solutions as well as about our system presentation. We also hope that through this meeting can bring up more information to all the companies that while those are using the HR system or intend to get the HR system, this session will be very helpful to you all. Okay, today myself, I'm Edwin, represent the Sales and Marketing Department, and I will have Mr. Lester with us. He is from our support department, which is our support software specialist. Okay, today we were having two parts of our presentation. First will be introduce about our OpenSoft HR, our company, to share some of the our company background. And second part will be show you all how our HR system can assist you in streamline your HR departments and to make your workload, reduce your workload, so to improve the efficiency of the company progress. Especially for those company, if you are having more than 10 employees in the company, right? So with having a system will be very helpful in your workload. And one thing good there, because currently also there's a government supports in for those like SME in purchasing the HR system. So this I will be also share with you all later individually, because it depends on how many employee in the company, and you may be taking up a different the consideration of different packages. So we are happy to share in the general session. Okay, so first of all, I wish to introduce about OpenSoft HR, right? Generally, our company is providing one-stop HR solution, and then in our software platform is also one of the software that recognized by the government. So through our platform, you can perform like all type of calculation, like CPF, levies, including the submission, example to IRAS annually. This will be covered under our system packages. And then our software is actually a cloud platform, so that there will be no any application installed at the user end or at the server. Everything will be hosted on our cloud server. We will be providing all the support services and also the database maintenance services. So our company is actually for OpenSoft HR, right? We actually started our HR platform since 2017. But in fact, earlier than this years, right, we have already developed our OpenSoft system since 2008, 2009, that period. But last time, we are only focusing on the payroll functions, which is a server-based system. But with the technology keep changing and transform, right, we have been move our payroll system not only to cater for the admin usage, but also expanded to the user level, which is all the staff in the company, right? They can be go through the e-service portal to make inquiry about their self-service information, and also some kind of like submission application like leave and claim through the web platform. So this will be also bringing through the approval flow from their department head, like the manager. Uh, to ease the HR workload, that as in you do not need to keep track all the hard copy of paper. Everything can be done through electronically. Currently, our company is serving more than 2,000 clients in Singapore. It will be covering from a different industry as well, especially like a construction company. I would say we have about 40% clients from construction base. Um, Also, for some kind of generic industry like F&B, manufacturing, retail, also what you using our system. So these are only some of our customer reference in our profile. And then as mentioned, because the government is also trying to push the local SME to adopt the HR system so that they are giving out a lot of attractive grant package in helping SME to purchase the HR system. And especially for PHG, they are offering up to 50% subsidy for this purchase. On top of that, if your company is still having the balance from Skill Future Enterprise Credit, you may be getting another up to 90% uh, the support from the Skill Future Enterprise Credit. So all in all, the total grant, right, it may cover up to 95%. So under this PHG supportable program, right, in fact, it's a full suite of the HR functions to be inclusive. Example, that will be a payroll for the administrator to perform all kind of like salary processing, including the submission to the government. And also we come with the leave features, claim features for the employee. They can do their submission online, and also to cover the attendance portion. So this depends on what type of attendance solution that you intend to have. It could be in the biometric machine, or nowadays, like most of the staff, they may be working from home or working remotely. We also have the mobile attendance solution to be under the HR package. Also, to enhance with the company performance management, right? Employee staff performance and management, we also having the appraiser feature for you to do the KPI scoring towards every individual employee. A roster feature is more to like for some of the company, if you're having a shift rotating daily, right? You can also use a roster to plan the work shift to the employee. So these are the features that under the PHG support in one package. Okay, moving forward, our site will be sharing with you about our system platform. So I will pass the mic to Mr. Lester. So he'll be presenting how our user interface looks like, and then how simple, how easy that you can be running our system. Okay, Mr. Lester, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin. I'm Lester here. So I'm from the support department. I will show you today how easy it is to use our OpenSoft. So let me share screen. Okay, so this is the login page of our OpenSoft. This is the main HR platform. This is where you can actually, your employees, your HOD can apply and approve leave and claims applications here. So everything is right here. Among all the other modules inside here, there's also another module that is our e-payroll for HR admins. So actually, it's actually on the left side here. right? So in order to improve the ease of use, we actually intended the creation under its own application here. In other words, this is where you do your payroll separately. So between these two e-OpenSoft, e-payroll and e-OpenSoft, the data is all synced together one. All right. Okay, let me quickly just log in and show you when I log in as the user, what does it look like? So I've actually already prepared one slide here. You can see I'm already logged in as a user here. All right. So this is the landing page of the e-OpenSoft. This is where the employer can see an overview of some general information of the company and of yourself, right? This is where you can see all these widgets, who's on leave, the department, my annual leave, my annual leave approval status. Everything is here. So you can also see on the right side, there's a notice board. This is where maybe your administrator wants to give you some notification regarding some events or some notice for you, right? On the left side, you can see this is a list of all the functions that the employees can use. Okay, let me show you how easy it is for the employees to just apply and approve leave. Okay, so now I'm logged in as Alice. Let me go and apply a leave for now. Okay, so I go under About Me, I go Apply Leave, right? Then from here onwards, I can actually click on this new application. From here, I can choose the type of leave that I want to take. Right, let's say I want to take annual leave. Okay, maybe I want to take on the 24th, right? I let the system calculate, right? 24th is 1 day of leave. I can straight away submit my application. All right. So once I submitted my application, what does the system do? The system actually helped me to send an email notification to my approval, my HOD, in fact. So let me show you the email that the HOD will receive. All right. I also open another window. I show you here. It's right here. Okay. So you can see on the top here, the HOD will receive something like that. Okay, there's a leave application waiting for my approval. Right. So once the HOD log in ready, right? Like HOD see this email, in other words. Then he can log in the eOpenSoft here. I already prepared here. Now he can see inside the application also have another layer of notification. So you can see I have 4 leave application here waiting for approval. I also have 3 claims application waiting for approval, right? So 2 layers of notification. Okay, so once I'm logged in, very easy for me to approve. I just need to click on a few buttons. I come under here, approval. I come under pending approval. From here, I can see the list of all the applications that's pending for my approval, right? You can see here, these are the applications that's still waiting for my approval. So just now I applied for the 24th of July. I can straight away tick and then approve, confirm. So once I've approved this leave, the system will send an email back to the applicant. So let's go back to the email here. So it will send an email to the applicant. I'm using the same email for demonstration purposes. You can see here, this is the notification that my leave application has been approved. All right. So the same thing is for claims. Very fast and very easy. Same interaction. So let's go back to the employee here. So how about claims? All I need to do is come under submit expense claims. And then I select my claims here, right? After I prepared, of course, right? Once I submit, right? I can choose under which business purpose I want to submit, and I can click on submit. So the same thing happens. Once you send your application, the system will send the application a notification to your HOD. So let's go and see the HOD, the email here, right? You will see this. In other words, it's notifying the HOD that application has come my way. Can you please approve these claims or not? Right? Of course, once again, I log in as the HOD. All I need to do is come under the same pending approval, all one place. I change from leave management to expense and claims. From here, I can approve my claims or even reject if I want to, right? So let me just approve. Once approved ready, same thing happens. The system will send an email notification to the applicant, right? So it will look something like this one. So the applicant will receive this email notification to say that my claims has been approved. All right. As you can see, the interaction between the user and the HOD is through the email notification and also through the in-apps or the notification, right? For our notification, right, our system is designed to enhance the communication between the user and the HOD. So, like what Mr. Edwin said, right, is to reduce the workload of the HR administrators, like yourselves, so that you can focus on other things, like HR planning and other tasks without being bogged down by this kind of routine interaction. Okay. All right. So you can see all that we've been doing, right, is actually under about me. Right? Every employee can do everything by themselves. It's like a one-stop function. They can apply leave here, cancel leave here, they can submit claims, cancel claims, they can check their reports accordingly. So it's like a one-stop function, right? As we are on this topic of like employees being able to apply leave, apply claims for themselves, right? We are essentially talking about a self-service function, right? Sometimes I like to term it as like own self, do own self, right? These functions, right, under about me is like own self, do own self, right? So we have seen how you can apply and cancel your leave even if you want to. For claims also, you can also do other things, right? Under this about me, you can also check your leave balances, right? Under here, the leave summary. This is where you can see the amount of leave you have left for the year. So no need to bother the administrator to ask, hey, how much leave I have left, right? Another thing that you can check under this about me, it is the itemized pay slip here, right? And this pay slip, it is encrypted. Okay, I actually have a password here that you can set. All right. In other words, user no longer have to ask the administrator for their pay slips, right? User, you just do yourself. Can you just key in the password yourself and you will be able to view your pay slips yourself. All right. So sometimes you can see here, so sometimes your user have some personal information that needs to be updated. Maybe change password, maybe change handphone number lah, maybe need to change address lah. Then still need to come to the administrator, right? So now no need already. Now the employee or the user can do their own update of personal information here. Okay, this is where you can edit your own phone number, edit your own addresses, right? Here. So if you ever need to also add other things like education qualification, right, or job certification, you can also edit yourself here. All right. So including work permit details, you can also put it here. All right. So maybe talk a little bit a bit special, right? There's also another special feature that something else that the employees can check for themselves. It is actually this thing called the leave calendar. Under this function called who's on leave, right? I can actually see who in my department is on leave. All right. So this is useful when you want to see who is on leave on which day. All right. Then you can try to navigate on which day to apply your next leave. For example, like that. Right? Maybe on the 18th of July would have been a good day for you to take your childcare leave, for example. Right? As you can see, all these leave are also color coded for your employees to see for themselves. Okay. All right. So all these things that the employees can do by themselves. There's one thing that they can also do by themselves. As what my colleagues say, you can actually clock in and clock out by yourself. All right. So I'm going to show you a live demonstration of my application called the mobile attendance. Okay. So this is actually my phone. You can see this is live, right? And once I log in, right, I can show you how easy it is for me to take attendance. Okay, so once I'm logged in as Alice, okay, I just need to click on the clock button here. So you can see that this is my office, right? I can simply just clock in, right? So once I clock in ready, right, I can proceed to go out, and actually maybe sometimes I have a job that I need to start job. Just give you a moment, right? So sometimes I'm required to go to a job, right? I clock in already my attendance, but maybe I need to go somewhere and start the job, right? I can click on the left button here. Right, left button here. These are the list of all the jobs that I required to go today. So maybe I need to go site one. Okay, let me go site one. I can start the job here. So let's say maybe I finish my job for the day for site one. Same thing. I click on the left button here, the hammer button here. Right, same thing. I click on this. I can end my job here. All right. So finally, maybe I finish my work already, at work for the end of the day already. I can click on the same button here, the clock button. I can finally end my work for the day. Okay, all right. So you can see that it is very easy to clock in and out. It is also very easy to start job and end job. Okay, so all this what we have done just now, the clock in, clock out, and start job, end job, it will be reflected in the system live. Okay, you can come under here, the attendance here. You will be able to see the clock in and out information here. Okay, this is the start work, end work, which we did just now. We also have the start job, end job here. Okay, this is the actually close to my office address. Okay, so once we have all these start job, end job, and we clock in, clock out, what do we do with this information? This information will go and will be collated and go into the report that looks like this. Right? We have a report that says employee overtime listing report. So it will be collated every day for every employee. The clock in, clock out, and then you calculate the overtime for you. Great. So this report is quite useful. You can see the total amount of overtime here. After that, this information will be used to go into our payroll. Right? After we got this information, of course, we want to calculate the pay for the employee, right? With just a few clicks in ePayroll, the system will compute the OT pay for each employee accordingly. So let's go to the payroll. Let me show you. So I'm already logged in here. Okay. So here you can see this is the dashboard of the ePayroll. And you can see the visual representation of your company here. The gender, the worker type, the number of people in different departments. I want to bring your attention to the notification. This notification is very helpful for the administrators. Administrator wants to know if any work pass is expired or not. So I have one demo here, one person in my system that has one work pass is expired. Very easy. All you need to do is to click on the icon here and you can go straight to the employee's profile to make your update. Right? The next one you can see new joiners. Of course, when a new joiner join, the HR administrator will need to take notice because they will have prorated pay, they will have prorated leave. So for you to take notice. Okay, this a few people that we need to take notice for this month. Same thing for resignee. If or when you have a resignee, you also need to take note of them because they would have, most probably will have prorated pay and prorated leave. Just a notification to notify you that these movement of your employees. All right. As you can see, our system is also compliant with CPF. This is the table of the CPF rates for PR, for the local citizen. Every rate is here, and you can see this is the latest rate that the CPF have implemented for in Singapore. All right. We also have the IRAS function here. My colleague say that in our system, we can actually process the IRAS form for you and do the auto submission for you. Right? And the process is very easy. Once you process your IRAS, if you have any tax adjustment, you can do it here. Just a few clicks inside here. And then if everything is okay, you can straight away submit your IRAS. All right, let's talk a little bit about our monthly process. So whenever you come here, there's a few steps to do your monthly process. Also very straightforward. All you need to do is to check your employees' pay. Sometimes you want to do some manual entry of your employee. So you come under this one called enter employee pay. So for example, maybe I want to give the number of total working hours. Maybe I want to give a number of OT hours. I might also want to give my allowance or deduction. I can do it here in this one function. All right. So after checking all this information, you also have access to the payment for gyro. Our system can generate all the pay information into a single gyro file, which you can upload to the bank. All right. On top of that, after that, you can also email your payslip to your employees individually, right? Just one button, and then the system will send accordingly. All right. So this is how easy it is to do your monthly process. All right. So let me change gear a bit. Let me feature some of the standard reports that you might find useful across all our modules. All right. Let's talk about our leave module. Okay. Let me show you some sample of my reports here. This leave report is quite useful. This leave summary by months, you can see as an overview of which employee is taking which leave type on which month for how many days. In other words, one look you see already, you can see almost like a trend. Maybe for my sample here, you can see that the second half of the year, maybe lesser people are taking leave for some reason. And then there you can allocate your manpower accordingly, for example. Okay, or you might want to give out some notice for people to try and take leave on towards the end of the year also can to spread out your leave accordingly. So this leave summary by months report is actually quite useful. right? To give you some insight of your company's leave movement. Okay, let's talk about another report by another module. Another module called e-claims, which you can do claims, right? We have the expense claim report listing. So it's quite generic, to be honest, right? This is where you can see a listing of all the claims that has been approved, right? Just for you to check monthly, you see how much was spent on what. So, sometimes we do all these claims already, right? And then the day of reckoning came. Our good friend auditor come and ask, hey, for this entry, this $24.50, where's the receipt? Right? Then we very diligent, we go to our cabinet and we physically have to dig out the receipt that we labeled properly, and then we finally present it to the auditor, and then auditor see one look, okay, correct, right? We actually have another report that is the same report, but it comes with attachment, right? Much easier, right? This is the attachment that was sent during application. So this one, you can print with attachment for your auditor to one look see can ready, right? $24. Okay, I calculate the receipt, $24. All right, so this report will be very helpful for the administrator. Okay. All right, moving on. Another report under claims also is the quarterly expense analysis report. This is quite useful when you want to see how much you have spent or have claimed for this quarter. So give you an idea of what to budget on next, right, for this quarter. So maybe your big boss come to you and say that, hey, how about the year? How about for the whole year, not just the quarter? We also have the 12 months expense analysis report. Maybe your big boss want to have a bigger overview for the claims that has been submitted so that can do the budgeting for next year. Right? So it's very helpful for the administrator to provide these kind of reports to our bosses. All right, let's move on to another module, right? The time attendance module. Like what Mr. Amy has said, you clock in, clock out, right? And I have shown you this particular report. That's the employee overtime report, which you might find useful to see how much overtime your employees have taken, have worked on. Another report that's quite useful is the monthly lateness report. So maybe it's just to keep track on certain employees, right? To track maybe if they are late, how late they were. All right. So this is where you can actually have some data to see whether the employee has been late and whether it's within acceptable range or not. So this might be helpful for you. All right. So moving on to our payroll, right? Our payroll also have a few reports that's quite useful. One of them being the end month payroll register report. This is an overview of how much is being paid to the employee for that particular month. So you spend a lot of time here to check, to make sure all the basic pay, all the OT, or the CPF is correct. So maybe you say to me, hey Lester, all these reports are very good lah, right? This example, this end time payroll register, very good lah. But maybe not to my liking, not suitable for my company, right? Don't worry, we actually have a function called query report. This is where you can customize your report. Let me show you here. Reports, query report. This is where you can have almost all the same information. Using the end month payroll register report as an example, right? I can actually create the same report, right? And selecting all the same type of data that I want, right? And then maybe you say, Lester, I just want to add a job title inside also lah. Maybe my boss want to see how much each employee type of employee is earning. I just want to add a job title. Yeah, I can simply add the job title. You can even reduce. Maybe I don't need to see the deduction. Maybe I don't need to see the CPF. I don't need to see the employer CPF also. Maybe I don't need to see the foreign worker levy. Also can, right? You can customize your own report. So let's say I'm gonna click on save, right? I'm gonna display the report that I just created. I'm gonna choose the latest month in my sample. I'm just gonna export, right? As you can see, these are the same information as the end month payroll register, but with my customization. Maybe I just remove some CPF and then I wanted to add the job title here. All right. So you can totally customize your own report for your requirement. All right. So this is the end of my presentation. So thank you very much for your attention. I will pass the time back to my colleague Edwin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lester, for a fantastic presentation. So I hope you all can at least get better understanding on uh, about the workflow on the system process. In fact, the entire system will definitely require more knowledge in handling because it's a professional system and all the modules in our platform, right, are integrated to each other. So this not to worry because all this in how to handle the system, right, will be also gathered under our professional team during the setup process. So today just to give you all some experience or overview on how our system able to help. Uh, so in the next session, right, we will probably open up the Q&A. If you have some question or some clarification need to check from us, right, you can also raise up. Okay, question from Cleo. I have how will it be verified with worker punch on the way? Oh, okay. For our mobile attendance system, right, we are talking about the mobile app. So this will be we will having the GPS setting, the geolocation setting in the application. So if you preset that this worker, they will be reported to a certain master address, right? If the worker or the employee they have not during the clock-in time they have not presented at the location, system will be bring all this transaction log into discrepancy. So it depends on the administrator want to approve the attendant or not. You can verify, and of course you have a right to adjust. If you agree that maybe they are the location they clock in is supposed to be also considering their work location, right? You can actually approve the attendant. Uh, Otherwise, if you find that this is maybe the not a right location they should report to, like what you're saying, they are on the way to work, maybe they're in the MRT. So you can also have a right to reject it. Then it could be probably in your next action to decide if you wish to deduct the salary based on their late in or early out. All these depends on how the admin to allocate the punishment to this employee. Yes, the system, this is a cloud platform, a cloud system, meaning the database will be hosted at our cloud server. Mm. So check-in, will you be able to review that? Yes, correct. As and when they clock in, right, all the transaction logs submitted will be keep a record with their image and also the location in the system. So when you preview the attendance log, right, you are able to see the location in address form, or if you click into the image, it will be also previewing the their selfie image. Yeah, so I hope this answer able to solve your queries. What will be the cost like? Okay, for cost wise, right, I probably I will arrange a follow-up call with you because this will be related to like how many employee count you have at the moment, or how many modules that you intend to renew in your annual maintenance plan. So I will take note your message and give you a follow-up call later. Okay, so anyone else have a question? Yes, correct. Perhaps, Miss Cleo, after this session, right, I give you a call. So to clarify maybe some of more details question you have, for you to have a discussion with your team, because I believe you may also want to find out like the costing like, and then how it's set up, or maybe you need to understand more about how's the government subsidy. So this one I will give you a clearer picture after this session. Yes, can, no problem. I will call you after 5 o'clock. Okay. Mm. So yeah, if there's no more question, Miss CCJW seems like also quiet. If no more question, no problem. We will also follow up with you all later. And we shall probably this will be the end of the meeting today. Okay, thank you for everyone attending our workshop today. So I hope that we can still work together in the near future.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you,
Okay,
Teo.
thank you
Thank you,
everyone.
CCJW.
Bye
Bye.
bye.